We were gone for quite a while. But no matter what happens next, the galaxy still needs its guardians.
Hello, we come in peace.
Come on, Drax. Seriously, dude?
No! Ow!
Don't forget where we came from.
We have been running our whole lives.
Pete, I'm done running. We'll all fly away together. One last time. Into the forever and beautiful sky.
And we'll kill anyone who gets in our way.
No, not kill anyone.
Kill a few people.
Kill no people.
Kill one guy, one stupid guy who no one loves.
Now you're just making it sad.
Hey everyone.
Hey there guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well and welcome to our Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 official trailer overview with things that you might have missed throughout this trailer as well as different Easter eggs. Overall, just breaking it down. We're going to go ahead and we're going to hop right on into it. I also recently just published our reaction video for the official trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 on the channel here as well, so go check that there out as well. In this video, I want to take a read from IGN and their article on everything that they have to say here about this. I'm going to have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well as they read. At long last, the first official trailer for James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has dropped. The first Guardians of the Galaxy solo movie since the events of Avengers Endgame sees Peter Quill, Rocket, Drax, Mantis, and Groot reunite for one seemingly final outing. The trailer also shows the gang on a variety of galactic adventures throughout, battling monsters and accidentally running afoul of an alien suburb. We also get hints of emotional farewells, Rocket's past, and one almighty "We are Groot" instead of "I am Groot." In addition to the trailer, Marvel also released a brand new poster for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which shows the gang with a galactic sunset in the background, possibly a nod to the Guardians riding off into the sunset. After all, this is likely James Gunn's last movie for the MCU, as he's taken a job at co-leading DC Studios, where he is apparently putting together a long-term plan that will unite DC movies, TV, and animation. Gunn also called it a torturous but emotional farewell compared to the more festive Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, which just arrived the day after Thanksgiving, now on Disney+. We also have a review video for that here on the channel as well, so go check that there out as well. By comparison, the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special was more like a company Christmas party, with guest star Kevin Bacon amongst those talking about how much fun they had on the project and working on it overall from the cast and crew. Now, as I had also mentioned in our reaction video here on the channel, I also regard that the third installment for the superhero Marvel movies also always seem to include something overly changing and altering for the superheroes or whatever superhero they might be focusing on. For example, Iron Man 3, Iron Man got rid of all of his suits. For example, Captain America Civil War, his third installment, he loses his team and his shield. Most recently, Spider-Man No Way Home, he loses his identity. And for Thor Ragnarok, Thor literally loses everything from his sister and his brother, his father, his homeworld, and even his eye. So the question can be proposed for what will the Guardians of the Galaxy lose in the third installment installment for their trilogy here. Same thing for 2023 can be questioned here for Ant-Man 3. However, we'll be discussing that in a separate future video here on the channel instead. Now, most importantly, kind of talking about the elephant in the room, Adam Warlock, finally featured in the MCU, making his introduction and his way into the future of the MCU. Adam Warlock was first set up in Guardians of the Galaxy, I believe Volume 1, it could have been Volume 2, in a post-credit scene of where he was name-dropped, but since then, nothing was heard of. And I also believe that it was kind of rumored and murmured around that he was originally written to be in Infinity War or an Endgame. I can't completely remember, or if this was even true. Also, my only other kind of bit of confusion here, as I had also mentioned in our reaction video, is where on earth is this movie kind of taking place on the timeline of the MCU here? Of course, right at the beginning of the trailer, Peter Quill, Star-Lord, mentions that it's been a while, so some time has clearly passed here. However, when is this taking place into relevance of the holiday special that was just released on Disney+? Is this before or after that? And my only other big question for the holiday special of Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmo the dog was finally introduced into the MCU in that holiday special, so is she going to be appearing somewhere in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 movie? It's a little bit odd that she wasn't featured in the trailer if that is the case. Another large question I think a lot of Marvel fans have out there is who's going to be the main bad guy, antagonist here for this movie? Is it going to be this guy, who I believe was also introduced in the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie, coming back potentially as a bigger and larger threat for the Guardians in this case, or could he be something more smaller in that relevance? It also seems that there are quite a few different monsters, aliens, and villains seen throughout this overall trailer here as well, so it seems that they might be hopping around to different various adventures, something that the Guardians have quite often done in their previous movies there as well. Then there's this here. We have blood dripping from something, so it seems that maybe somebody's gonna kick the bucket. It's been rumored around once before that it's going to be Rocket. However, it could honestly be anybody. It could be Drax, Mantis, we just don't know. We know it's probably not going to be Star-Lord since he's really going through it in this one right here, although I'm not completely sure. Now, I don't want to get into too many kind of like plot details or plot spoilers rather, but there have been kind of some quandaries out there that Gamora is going to play quite a role here in this film, and it was also even seen in the official original release here for this trailer at the Comic-Con event, I believe at Hall H, that she actually appeared at the end with a bunch of Ravengers. However, we clearly don't see that in this one right here. And I don't mean to go too off of the rails here into the regards of an overall, I guess, like Easter egg and breakdown type of video here, but kind of going off and talking about a little bit of a theory here as well. Could maybe Gamora come in here, get really nice together here with the Guardians once again, even though it's a different variant of Gamora in this case. They get really comfortable with, you know, everything, and she just goes ahead and kicks the bucket. I think that would absolutely tear Star-Lord apart there. Quill's just, I think it would break him, quite honestly. I think he'd be crying and having that kind of reaction, although I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, that's just a theory. I'll maybe elaborate more on that in a separate future video here on the channel as well. Now, lastly, I want to go ahead and conclude with Adam Warlock finally making his MCU entrance into this movie here. For one thing, as I had already previously mentioned there as well, is that he was already kind of set up in Guardians of the Galaxy, either Volume 1 or 2, can't completely remember, and as I had also mentioned, he was, I believe, originally written to be in Infinity War or in Endgame, can't completely remember either on that there as well. I could be completely entirely wrong on that there as well, though. So it's going to be absolutely phenomenally amazing to see Will Poulter here make his MCU introduction here into the MCU here overall with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 here. I think that they're going to set his character up as kind of a villain type of character, but kind of play it off. He's going to get well together with these characters. He might even kind of be a lot like Thor, I think, with a comedic type of sense there as well. I think is an approach that they could take, but I don't know if all the Marvel fans would want that, especially seeing that Chris Hemsworth is looking at retiring his character as Thor here in a recent update video that we had here on the channel as well. Anyway, I don't know if your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I'd absolutely love to hear what you guys all think here about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 here and its official trailer here. I'd love to hear what you guys all think in the comment section down below, what you're looking forward to most here with this overall movie. As I had also mentioned, I had read from IGN's article in this video. I have that full article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. There is lots to look forward to here with this overall movie, and also going into the future with the MCU, especially in the new year of 2023. There's going to be so many different movies and also Disney Plus shows and coming to Disney there as well, Disney Plus, and we're going to be covering it and talking about it and breaking it all down here on the channel as we cover all types of other Marvel related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel as well. So if you guys are into any of that, hit the subscribe button and join us here today. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great one, guys. Thanks so much for watching today's video. This has been Unofficial MCU. Have a great one, guys. Peace out.